Hey guys, Stellar here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and yes, you've got it, the story continues. So, now that it was clear that the Sassy Sisters were no more, what were we planning on doing next? Actually, there was really never any plans for doing anything. Everybody seemed to be just doing their own thing. I was back to making my silly Nana videos. I did do a few Salted Tea videos about the drama queen because I was still watching her. Of course, I was watching all the drama that was unfolding with her. I was still talking to Dee, and I had been into a few of her live streams. And I was happy to learn that the situation with her strikes had been resolved, which was good news. But it didn't stop her from provoking the drama queen. If anything, I felt like by her winning her counterclaims, it seemed to fuel her more than ever before because now she didn't feel intimidated with the threats of being struck. And if she did get a strike, she had learned how to play the game. I remember going into a particular live streams of hers, and I had to excuse myself because Dee was playing one of the Drama Queen's streams. It was the stream that the Drama Queen had done on her backup channel where she had unblocked people and was basically encouraging her quote-unquote haters to come in and play. It was that very stream that had really gotten under my skin because the drama queen was really going hard at Dee and Sally. Now, both Dee and Sally were lashing back, but the things that the drama queen was saying just really got under my skin and really was pissing me off, especially when she was being so disrespectful to Sally's husband and their marriage. I couldn't take it. I remember watching the replay and I was just really getting upset by it. So anyhow, there was Dee playing the same stream, and I didn't understand why, because I know she had been really upset by that stream. I guess she was trying to prove yet again what a big bully the drama queen was. So I dipped out of that chat. Even though she tried to convince me to stay, I just left. Because remember, I made it clear I didn't want any part of streams that she was playing the drama queen's streams or videos. I started to think that, things weren't going to change and maybe it was time for me to distance myself for good. Remember I mentioned that Mr. and Mrs. ATX play a part in the story? Well, let's get to that part. Do y'all remember the big hoopla about the Volvo? Remember we were informed by the couple that it had been towed away. Then the drama queen came back and said it hadn't gone anywhere and was still in her possession. Do you guys remember how many of us felt duped and we wanted questions answered? We wanted to know what the heck was going on, who was telling the truth, and what was going on with this darn car. I remember being there front and center for all of that because I was confused. I had made a few assumptions and they were wrong. You see, when it was first reported about the Volvo being towed away, I called BS. I thought perhaps this was kind of like a setup to force the drama queen's hand in admitting where the car was. Remember, there was a back and forth with the car. Anyhow, it was I who had it all wrong. I didn't guess the right scenario, and it was the ATXs who actually got punked. It turned out that they were given misinformation about the car. But all that aside, like it was anybody's, business to know what the heck was going on with the damn car. But I, like many, wanted an explanation as to what happened. I was still conversing with Dee, and we had been talking about the situation that was playing out with the car. I did mention to her that I wanted to know what the hell happened to the car, and I did feel like we were owed some sort of explanation since it was the ATXs who brought all of this to our attention anyway. I said that to her privately. I didn't do a public tweet about it, nor did I go to either of the ATXs. I was curious, just like Dee and everyone else in the community. Like it was really any of our business, but they put it out there, so we wanted to know. The ATXs held a live stream on May 12th to answer the questions about the car. It was during that live stream that they made mention of Dee. They basically told the crowd that Dee had gone to them and demanded an explanation. They went on to say how they felt she was out of line and that they owed her nothing. They didn't owe her an explanation or anything like that. Once they made mention of that, people in the chat started putting their own 2 cents out there about Dee. That was a brief rundown of the situation. Anyhow, I had gone into that stream that day, but I had gone in after they mentioned the whole situation about Dee. This again was going to be another thing that was not going to sit well with Dee, and she called me out on it. She came to me privately, and again, she let me have it. She was pissed off at me because I was not in there defending her against what people were saying about her. I tried to explain to her that I had missed what the ATXs had said about her because I was not in there at that time. She basically called me a liar and told me, "You were in there, so you had to have known." I've gone back and I've looked at that video, so let me introduce Exhibit A to you. Here is the very live stream. You see the date? May 12th. Now look at the timestamp. This is the very moment that Dee is mentioned. And here is Exhibit B. This is the moment I enter the chat and say, "Hey guys." Yes, I have gone back and I have looked for myself. Remember, I deal with facts. That was a good 9 minutes after they mentioned Dee that I popped into the chat. So no, I was not there when they mentioned Dee. And at the time, I didn't think to go back and listen to what I had missed. And if you remember from what I said in my last video, I was no longer going to be defending Dee in any situation, nor would I be defending her to anyone any longer. If people had issues with her and her behavior, that was on them. I was done. But the real kicker for me was when Dee first approached me with this new bullshit. She said something that really rubbed me the wrong way. She basically told me that she still wasn't over the whole situation with the comment that I made under her Drama Queen video. You know, the one that she said I made her look dumb? I was like, seriously? She's throwing that crap in my face again? So after she made mention of that, I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this again. She's going to hold this against me. She's not going to let things go. She hasn't let that go. Really, I thought we were past that. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with this person. I'm not dealing with this situation. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. I don't care what happened in this live stream. I don't care what people are saying about her. I'm done. So I was done. But there's more to the story. Oh, yes, there is. But you'll have to tune in to hear that. Anyhow, that's all I have for you guys right now. Remember, each and every one of you are awesome. Now go out there and make it a stellar day.